Hey guys, this is Joystick here. I'm only going to commentate for a little bit on this video. Basically, this gameplay is from tonight. We were playing in a 2v2 one and done on recovery. Basically, all the maps were recovery, which is a little weird because MLG is taking out recovery from the playlist. But the video is going to cover how to be a better teammate. I know a lot of pro players have been covering this, but I feel like it really needs to be pushed in the Call of Duty community because a lot of players in the Call of Duty community are, frowning upon other players and, down talking a lot of other players, which I feel like it's a good and a bad thing. For the most part, it's a bad thing. But being a good teammate, guys, basically what it comes down to is being positive, which we'll cover all these topics. Being positive, calling out, team shooting, and practicing and knowing where your players are at.
Destroy the objective.
When it comes down to positivity, I see a lot of the players in the community, they're down talking their teammates and being like, oh, why didn't you 1v2 clutch that? I called him out. Or, being like, oh, you suck, you should quit Call of Duty. Or, just like, or when they get pissed. A lot of the times, like, if you're playing a search and destroy, you have players, as soon as they get killed, all they do is yell, and they don't even call it out. Which is going to come into the next topic. Calling out, guys. Callouts in this game are huge. If you're not calling out constantly, as soon as you see somebody, you should be calling that person out. Being like, okay, like say I'm gonna try to wait for a point in this game, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit one here within the first round. Okay, right there. Like, he should be calling out exactly where this player is at, which I believe he was. He was saying back trailer. So I knew exactly where that player was, and now we're calling out the other guy top B. As soon as somebody's shooting, that's when you should be calling out. It should be constant flow and a constant communication, so you guys know where each other's at and where the enemy is. So that way, you guys can team shot together. I know it's not as big in Call of Duty as it was in Halo, but team shotting still can be a huge factor in the game because if I'm shooting at somebody across map, I am distracting them from my other players, which could be coming up on their flank or coming up, like, right beside them, or pushing down the street with me, so we can get better position on them. Calling out is a huge thing, and when it comes to the callouts, you got to make sure your teammates know what your callouts are. I know a lot of players call different things, different things. Like, for instance, where I was just at, I call that maps. I know people that call that tech. I know people that call that building 430 or 340 or whatever, or hologram. I don't back spawn snipe. I don't know, but there's different callouts for every person. Just make sure everybody in your team is aware of what you call things. That's a huge thing, because if you're calling out something and being like, oh, I call this yellow, but maybe he calls something else yellow on the map. I know I hit that problem sometimes on, like, the map Riot, or Detroit's kind of simple. Everybody knows a little bit of everything on Detroit. I can't really think of any other, like, things that I kind of fall into. Maybe Biolab. Biolab might be another map. There are some people kind of iffy around the B area on search. Another thing is practicing. I feel like a lot of players, like, they play pickup teams and they expect to win every time. It just doesn't happen like that. Practicing, it makes, honestly, everybody tells you practice makes perfect. I feel like practicing a lot before going into an event will better you and your teammates. Also it'll also familiarize. I can't speak. Oh my god. It'll just make sure you guys are meshing together well. So you guys know each other's callouts. You guys know how each other plays. You guys know the positioning of everyone. Which falls into the last topic. Knowing where each other's at in the game. It's huge when it comes down to search and destroy. Knowing where your teammates are at constant times. So if you have to, be like, hey, I'm pushing down bottom mid. And as soon as you hit, their second or their first, and you're like, oh, I'm on their flank right now, I'm gonna hit them on their third. Or, just so your teammates kind of know where you're at, so they know if they can push or not.
Get to work.
But,
We lost that fight.
I don't know.
But it's not
I'm
over.
just seeing all these common mistakes that everybody's making, and I'm not saying that I'm the best player in the game, not because I know I'm not. If I was, I would have every single trophy. I don't even have any. I have 2 trophies, and none of them are gold. But that's coming down to my line of where I don't have a lot of time to play, which I do play a lot, but you know I don't get to play in a lot of the tournaments that I want to. But I'm just going through mistakes that happens when I'm playing, that I see that are common with players that I'm playing with, because I don't play with consistent teams. I don't play with a lot of the same players over and over and over and over again, which I wish I could, but it just falls in the line of my my schedule and everything. So that's what my goal is. I'm trying to be here for you guys and bring you guys a little bit of gameplay and better you guys as a esport gamer or just a gamer in general. So basically when it comes down to it, guys, make sure you're staying positive. Call out everything you see, call out where you are, so you guys can team shot and push together at the same time and do the right plays and everything like that. Also, I already said practicing. I mean, I don't know what else to really say, guys. So I'm gonna cut this off right here. I really hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I do believe we won like 5-4, 5-5, or 6-5. Why did I say 5-4? I think it was either 6-4 or 6-5. I think I went 5-6 this game. I didn't really do too well, but Mortal definitely picked it up for me. But we did play really, really well in this tournament. We took 3rd, which I wish we would have played a little bit better. If we would have actually won the last round, we probably would have won the whole tournament. But shout out to, who was it? I think it was Skux and I don't remember the other player's name off the top of my head. I think it was Tantrix. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'll kind of pump up the music so you guys can, so you guys don't just listen to me doing. All right, guys, have a good one.
The bomb has been planted. They defused the bomb. We lost that fight, but it's not over.
That look upon your face, my heart is
Halftime.
empty and unguided. I'm blind leading
Search and destroy.
Thought I had a plan.
Defend the objective.
You and me, wasn't there enough my own dream, breaking me down to my knees.
been planted.
We could be holding up our
Bomb defused.
we could be fighting
Great job.
for what's
Get ready for the next round.
right. We could be falling to pieces.
Switching sides.
Under the bridge of fire.
Search and destroy.
Somewhere the pages start to turn. And somebody
Destroy the objective.
whispers, I need this. I will do anything just to make you see. Don't apologize for what's in your dreams. Baby, this time will be different. It's only us. It's only us. It's only us
The bomb has been planted. They defused the bomb. We lost that fight, but it's not over. Switching sides. Search and destroy. Defend the objective. Great job. Get ready for the next round. Switching sides. Search and destroy. Destroy the objective. Great job. Get ready for the next round. Switching sides. Search and destroy.
hideout where we can dream again.
Defend the objective.
I'll tell you all my secrets. We're encouraged like a second skin. The kids are all dying. We're dying to believe
The bomb has been planted.
Young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for it forever. Young ones, but we live for it, we live for it, we live for it forever. We can dream all night till the sun rises. Young ones, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for it forever.
Bomb defused. Squad, that was textbook.